again, everyone, and welcome to the Northern Plains Water Voice. I'm your host, David Kringen. In this episode, we're going to explore mussels. Not these kind, but native freshwater mussels, like this one. Behind me is part of the SDSU mussel collection. Historically, South Dakota had 36 known species of mussels, with interesting common names like the purple wartyback, the pink heel slitter, the rock pocketbook, and the pistol grip. Sadly, more than 50% of those species can no longer be found in South Dakota waters. But there are people interested in changing that. Meet Kelsey Crowley, a graduate student with the SDSU Department of Natural Resource Management.
North America has the highest diversity of freshwater mussels in the world, but their numbers have been and continue to decline. North America historically boasted about 297 mussel species, which has declined to 262, with approximately 70% of remaining mussels listed as endangered or threatened. In South Dakota, 36 historical species could be found, but today only 17 species remain. Mussels are facing widespread decline from human influences, such as pollution, stream barriers, and significant environmental changes. Freshwater mussels are extremely important for their ability to filter and clean water, and so many states are trying to protect, preserve, and grow their mussel populations. Their shells have also become important habitat for other aquatic organisms, like crayfish, other crustaceans, and invertebrates. However, to protect mussels, we need to know where they might already live. While you can sometimes find dead mussels along the shore, finding live mussels in the wild can be very labor-intensive and expensive because they are buried and camouflaged. I am working to develop native mussel habitat suitability maps, which identify critical areas with the habitat and host fish that mussels require. These maps can then be used to plan on-the-ground surveys and increase effectiveness while decreasing costs. Information on mussel distributions is extremely limited in South Dakota, and my maps are based mainly on mussel host fish observations. I am working to create these maps for 11 freshwater mussels in South Dakota. These maps will identify areas with high, moderate, and low habitat suitability based on the presence of fish hosts and habitat variables. Here are some examples. Yellow sandshell have an extended range of suitable habitats along the Missouri River based on how many of their fish hosts are present, while areas in the central eastern side of the state have low habitat suitability. Areas most habitable for this species are along the Missouri River, mostly concentrated at the southern end of the river, with suitability decreasing northward. Some smaller areas in the central eastern side appear to be highly suitable, and overall the central western side of the state is not highly suitable for this species and could be avoided while surveying. Here is another example. The pimpleback has a much more constrained range than the yellow sandshell. The lowest suitable area for this species are in the central eastern areas. However, some smaller areas are highlighted as an area where many hosts overlap, likely close to lakes and other stream confluences. It should be noted there is a large absence of any suitability in the western and central part of the state except for the Missouri River. Based on this information, surveying should be conducted along the Missouri and smaller streams on the eastern side where high habitat suitability is indicated. These maps can then be used to identify and prioritize locations for surveying, monitoring, and reintroducing native freshwater mussels while furthering our knowledge of species of greatest conservation need within South Dakota.
Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more right here on the Northern Plains Water Voice.